All right, now we're live,
Yeah.
and the intro is missed. Our intro person is our guest host today, World. This is our sound technician, Luca Ragusa. Um, Luca, World. Oh, he does the sound effects too, so he's multitasking today. He also has a voice, so when we say good morning, Luca,
Good morning, world.
there you go. Kim Cook is currently in Texas. Um, she's visiting with her daughter and her son-in-law and her grandbaby, um, who I'm certain she's spoiling they're up as we speak. So
What's the time difference from Texas and
I
here?
think it's only an hour from where she is, but I think if you go to the most west point in Texas, it's 2. I don't know because I'm not
Is it
Because I'm not a
11 there or
meteorologist.
9
I'm
there?
gonna say because I was not a meteorologist, but
Is it
nothing to do
11
with
there
it.
or 9 there?
It's 9 there. And I should say, right, Kim? Because certainly she woke up to
It's
support
9.
her own broadcast. Say hi to Emma. Hi, Emma. Okay, so what are we talking about today?
I had a few questions.
Okay. Well, here's how Kim and I usually do it. Slide forward a little, and I'll slide back, and that way we look.
Well, I still
More
got
the
a
same
big
size.
head,
Your father's got a huge cranium.
and
So.
I'm super short, so it's like a foot difference.
You have a chair level thing. Just
I know it's all the way up.
how did it get there? It's all the way up. How did it get there? It's all the way. My kids hate when I do things like this, and you can see it. Oh wow, that was all the way up. Now it's all the way down. All right, I didn't believe them. Believe your kids sometimes. They're not always saying the wrong thing. So now that was fun though.
No, please.
We're gonna do that. We're gonna do a Q&A, and if you get it wrong, it's like a dunk tank. No? Okay. So this is what Kim and I usually do. How was your week?
It was good, exciting.
Okay, what was exciting about your week?
So I don't know if it's Tuesday or Wednesday, but I asked you if we could go on a fishing trip,
Mm-hmm.
and you said yeah.
So,
So I've been excited about that.
confusing thing to me. Why do we have to have a license to fish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Q&A for those of you out here watching later.
wait, can we share screen and search who invented that? Like,
Who
why?
invented?
Here, share screen, the arrow.
Okay, look
And
at me. I'm
Go
23.
on,
Where's Google?
or hit plus first. That one.
Okay, we're gonna not do this. All right, this is called
Oh wait,
no
no. Do
dead air.
you want to share screen still?
No, but what you want to do is talk while I'm doing this.
So yeah, I found a tackle box in our building outside, and I organized it, and I've been messing with it all week.
I love those words he uses. I found, and then in our storage book, I went into my dad's garage and took his stuff. That's what the accurate story would sound like. It would sound like I raided your stash of fishing equipment and decided to reorganize it like a 12, 13-year-old would. Mm-hmm. Guilty face. So, what did you find in this tackle box of wonders?
I found well, I've been looking fishing up on my phone, like on TikTok and YouTube, and I saw videos about chatterbaits, spinnerbaits, jerkbaits, crankbaits, popper, whopper ploppers, topwater frogs, and miniature fishing, ice fishing. I just got into the whole thing, and
He's the Bubba Gump of lures. That was amazing.
I didn't think topwater frog. I thought that was like a luxury. Like it'd be like those people who have like one car for each day of the week. Like, let's go, son, with the topwater frog. I thought that was like a.
See, your father used to fish a lot in Florida in the ocean.
I know, but I didn't think
And-
topwater
and then
frogs
the
were for.
big lakes and stuff. Georgia is wonderful. Love it here. It sucks for fishing. Don't tell anyone.
Well, Fort Yargo has a pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty
How many
good
times have
lake.
we been fishing there? Here's to answer your question. Fishing licenses serve multiple purposes. Conservation, regulation, and research is basically. There should be something in the monetary gain for local municipality government. It's not in there. Like they don't make any money off it. It's strange. They do
Yeah.
make money.
Why do you have to pay for one?
Well, conservation. If fishing was free, I'm a big guy, so I go to the pond. I'm like, zoop, 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 zoop. Fast forward, I have that many fish. I go home and I'm like, oh, fishy, 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 like a big grizzly bear. Then someone, let's take Kim for example, because she's not here. She's about this high, sitting, this high, standing. Get it? And she goes to the pond and wants to get a fish. Bloop. Zzz, 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 bloop. Zzz, zzz. No fish. Why? Oh, I'm at home eating like Jabba with the frogs. So then not the whole village gets to eat.
Well, that's where.
So conservation, you want fish there for everyone, but you also don't want to kill all the fish because then there can't be fish to make fish and more fish later for our little fish.
Well, that's where they failed us. That should make rules like, if it's a family fishing, one per person.
Well, that's what it is.
Person.
That's what a fishing license is. It's a little piece of paper that has an octopus on it. And they go, okay, Luca Ragusa can catch 2 fish or 3 if he's here or 15 for the season. And then every time you get a fish, the honor system kicks in and you go, click, I got this. And, it's kind of like deer hunting.
Well,
I've never met a hunter in this state who could only get 2 and got 3 or 4. Nobody.
Well, you can't get a license unless you're 16 or older.
Right, but I can.
So I have to use yours?
I imagine what happens if he goes to the pond by himself? Do you know? We have a special guest audience member, really. She's not going to do any kind of research or audience member.
Yeah.
My Richard is here. My Richard's always. Don't you giggle. That's an older person's joke. I was making fun of Kim's Richard and another, but my Richard Shannon is here. Her name isn't Richard Shannon. It's just Shannon.
Emma, I don't think you should snitch on me.
Hickory tree in the back. Okay, we have an audience member tuning in. How about when you caught the hickory tree? Hickory. That's what Whiskers used to say. Hickory. What about when you caught the hickory tree in the backyard?
That was a big fish.
So all week going back to stealing my fishing stuff from my building or finding a treasure in our acquiring. You're Italian, we acquire. So he's been practicing all week fishing in the grass that he still hasn't cut.
It's too tall.
It's too tall to cut. Drop. Anyone, gee, Ma, comment. Why is it too tall? Because I didn't mow it last week, Dad. So he's fishing in our backyard, which has no pond, no water. There's a pool, not swimmable. And it's bzzz, through the grass.
Well, that was only because it's rusty in its oil. It wasn't doing that with the other one.
It's rusty in the oil.
No, it's rusty and it needs oil.
That's
And then
WD-40.
also,
You know where it is. So then what, you apparently caught a big hickory tree in the back. Does that mean you got a bait stuck and there's one hanging in the tree?
I launched it up and then it got stuck. And I was trying to just do the biggest cast I could. It got stuck in the tree, and then I got the rod, and then I slung it up to try to get it over the bait so they would both fall. And it got wrapped in its own line, so I had to get the ladder, and I had to pull the fish.
I noticed the ladder over that way.
And then I
Was
had
wondering.
to cut it,
Okay.
and then the bait fell down. Luckily.
And this is a great insight onto my Saturday. I work during the week and then I come home and I try to engage and I generally fail. And I've still got all the voices and the other jobs in my head going on. And Saturdays is the day that I find out that's why the car is in the backyard on its side. Or that's why there's what have I come home to? What are the best I've come home to or heard on the weekend that?
Wait, the car, when you saw the car flip, that wasn't me. When I used it, I parked it good.
You generally park well when you go out with your friends. I'm not going to lie about that.
Well, the last time I used it was from your Zaxby's.
You just mumbled through that like you were out drinking. Were you out drinking all night?
Cannot confirm nor deny.
Okay, we'll be clearer then so I don't have to question again. Look at those dimples. Ladies and gentlemen at home, they're like pits in his face when he smiles.
No
You can see right
dimples.
through the back. Look, oh, the little dimples.
No dimples.
Look at those cheeks. Everybody used to do that to me when I was a kid. This is the weirdest part about this one. It's looking back in time like 36 years. It's like, it's how I walked, how I talked. I never went blonde. You know, that's a new thing. It's fine. She looks great.
I've never went gray.
He's not. Huh? You haven't earned anything in your life. That's what your whole generation. See right there. I never went gray because you haven't earned it.
I'm a father.
You have to earn.
I'm a father of so many things.
Most
of them have died.
A gecko, a dog, a
Okay, wait,
turtle.
One second.
Oh, go ahead.
So back to my statement.
Oh,
The last time I used the car, it was for Zaxby's because gas is slightly under DoorDash. So it'd be cheaper to just drive to Zaxby's instead of use DoorDash.
We are not anti-DoorDash here at This and That. In fact, any drivers with food nearby, feel free, drop it off. I didn't order it, but
We'll donate it straight to our stomachs.
yes, I'll donate it to charity. My daughter's middle name. Okay, anyway. This is something that
I have some questions while you're looking at it.
Oh, you have questions.
So,
I have questions.
On the previous episodes, you've been talking about are all the kids you have, and you talked about how
okay.
I got my name, which is Santino Luca Ragusa.
Which I stole both names from Godfather.
And my nickname is Sonny, which also is from Godfather.
Yeah.
Question mark?
The oldest son was, was he the oldest? Yeah, he was the oldest. Santino, his son, Don Corleone, called him Sonny. It was Sonny. He didn't say Santino until they killed my Santino. But anyway, so yeah, when I was 8 years old, I'm all Italian. Oh, hey, I'm going to name my kid Santino. And the only thing that could make it more Italian tag is when trying to come up with the middle name, it was my wife's grandfather is Luke. And Luke, I am your father. Now, that had nothing to do with it, not Star Wars. And Luca was Luca Brasi, who was, yes, he was a hitman. Yes, he may have murdered people. But he was a good guy. You ever listen to him? He wasn't too, thick in the noodles, but good guy. So that's how you got your tag. And, for the rest of your life, when you get pulled over, there'll be 4 extra squad cars for no reason. So what was your question? Because you were leading into.
You have 7 kids. Let's go youngest to oldest. How did you get the name Maddox Ronan
Oh,
Ragusa?
let's go oldest to youngest.
Okay, how'd you get
'Cause it's-
Zoe Rain
okay.
Ragusa?
Zoe Rain. Okay, we are the, I almost said Adam's family. We're the Brady Bunch. We're a mixed family. No, it's not mixed. It's blended.
Some
That's
days
a
it might be Adam's
conversation
family.
my wife and I had, right? I used to say we're a mixed family. No, we're not mixed. We're blended. Because
Blended, great movie by the way.
I'm blending. They're all blending. They are blend. Anybody do it? Do you see the Terry Crews? Terry, if you're watching, they are blending. So
I love Terry Crews. He
we
was
have
awesome.
everybody loves Terry Crews except somebody doesn't like Terry Crews. That there was a guy that kind of seriously disrespected him, and Terry like stood up and was like, "Not me." So that guy probably doesn't like it, but the rest of the world, man, we love you.
Like blended.
Especially with your
Everybody hates Chris.
McNuggets. Anyway, wait. We gotta get through this eventually. He does the same thing I do. Go look a bird. Well, this will be a fun show. Zoe's name. Zoe's the oldest. So Zoe, her first name is from a movie I saw. I imagine called Killing Zoe is the name of the movie with the great Eric Stoltz in it. My God, I can't think of the female lead who was Zoe. Oh God, I want to see French actress.
I've seen
And if
that.
you're from anywhere other than France, I'm a jerk.
Okay, while you're thinking of that, yesterday, not last night,
There you go.
yesterday, me and my
Stalling,
mom,
good job.
we watched the Olympics. What was it?
That's right, the opening ceremony.
And Snoop, love you. Great moment there. But there was French rappers, French singers,
Okay.
and then Lady Gaga had her, like, not a solo, but she was like the main attraction for that. And she had a bunch of people with like pink and black feathers, and it was interesting.
Redemption. Julie Delpy, thank you for the stall. Julie Delpy is a French and American actress. Thank God I was right. She is wonderful. 1999, Killing Zoe. It was not an inspirational, happy story. It was on the darker side. Great movie. But the name Zoe, I don't know if I had never seen it before, never whatever, but I was like, man, that's a cool name. And then when I find out my first child is not going to be a masculine, manly son. It's going to be a little girl that I'm not prepared for. Because what do you do with a little girl? Watch. See? Can't do that to little girls. That's what I plan on. What's the matter with you? Do better. You don't know what to do with a girl. So you're scared immediately. And then your girls go, you never wanted me. That's not what I said. That might have been how I said it, but that's not what I said. And I had a girl first, and it was terrifying. And all the things that go with being scared, I felt. I don't do scared. I never did. I never liked it. So it was worse on me. Anyway, so.
I don't think I want my first kid. I think I'm just going to go straight to my second kid.
It's easier because they pair up. Have twins. Oh, that's what we should have done.
Is there like any scientific
number
thing?
twin.
Like,
No,
is there a way to have
there's
twins?
okay, there's a thing now where they can make it a boy or make it a girl or take out certain genes or put in certain. There's a lot of like
I don't want
we
science.
can no, you know, I wouldn't want a science baby.
Yeah, I
Like
want.
God makes babies. God decides healthy, unhealthy, tall, short, fat, thanks, thin, athletic. At least we're handsome. But you know, that's a different conversation for a different day. Okay, so there's Zoe's name is Killing Zoe, and then Justice's name.
Wait, Austin's older.
Austin is older. Taylor.
What's his middle name?
You don't know? Oh, Austin. Austin.
Is it? What is it? But is it?
Hang on.
Austin?
Austin Taylor Ragusa.
Taylor. It
That's
doesn't
how I
say
look.
that. It says Huffman.
That's when he passed away. We put both last names
Okay.
rather than his middle and one as. I never got to adopt him. I never got to get his name changed. So when he went to heaven, your mom put our last name because he was one of us. He is one of us, actually. I don't know why I said was. But
He has a picture above. We have a china cabinet in our house, and I feel like anytime I'm doing something bad and I look at that picture, I feel
the
judged.
pollen.
I feel judged.
Well, you're supposed to. That's your brother watching over you going, I never talked back. I never, ever made a mess in my room. My pants, yes. My room, never. Remember that time I told Dad to shut up? Nope. Remember when I told Mom she wasn't good enough? Nope. Remember when I didn't put my clothes away when I was told to?
I'm actually getting better.
Nope. Austin was in a wheelchair, didn't speak, didn't move. So if you missed that, there's all that humor rushing at you.
Right.
Okay, so then wait, hang on. You got Zoe, Austin, Justice. Justice's name. No, we still didn't go. Why Austin? Why Austin?
Because I like the name. It wasn't
Okay.
a movie. It wasn't.
Okay.
Wait,
Because I liked it. Wait, no, wait.
I
That's
can hear what she said.
She said. Shannon said because I like the name. That's okay. And then you get to Justice and
Austin's middle name was actually going to be Tyler because I liked it better. And apparently I
Okay.
changed it last minute.
Tyler became Taylor. So it was going to be Austin Tyler, and it became Austin Taylor.
Yes.
I think Austin Taylor flows better. Maybe that's why you just I never picked it.
Last minute in the hospital, Tyler reminded me of Steven Tyler.
And
So
you didn't want him to sing well or have
I
big
don't know.
lips or look like an old woman when he's 70. I'm sorry, Steven. I think it's more the fashion than the face, but you may look like an elderly woman shopping at a flea market in a low-income area.
And then Justice was.
Justice Alexander, who sounds like he should be royalty.
Yeah, like Thomas Edison.
Thomas Edison, he was royalty. Kids learn shit in school anymore. Don't say shit.
Justice was he's really smart. He had.
He was. You went to say he was really smart. That was funny. He is really smart. No, he's really smart. He just, and I touched on this before.
Smart.
He just went, wait. So I can literally work at a restaurant, get tattoos, and hang out rather than crunch numbers and go to MIT and have legions under me. I'm just going to hang out with the boys, cook some steaks and get, I'm going to get some tattoos here and here. And I was thinking about getting a body or two on me. The teardrops, no.
I don't think that's.
I don't think he's going to do the tear. No, actually, when the adults were growing up, if you had a teardrop here, that was a body on you.
I thought
that meant you had killed a man.
I thought that.
Now it's like, oh, look, a lollipop. I'm friendly.
I thought that was the tally march. You know how it's like
no,
1,
we
2,
don't. We don't advertise. We kill people. We don't advertise it. That's what the mafia we'll do an episode on mafia one day. That'd be cool. That'll be like, but actually, if you think about the initial beginning of the mafia, it was trying to better our people because, we were kind of, immigrants and they didn't want us around this. Yeah, but we kind of know how to do things. So we did things. And it was very, like, I got an
Down
uncle.
low.
I got an uncle who, whatever. And then whatever. Not, oh yeah, my uncle's in the mafia, and he's killed like 18 people, so can I come in the club? Huh? Because if not, my uncle, it's not how it goes. But that's how it became. Or, oh no, I'm gonna go to jail for 3 days. That's my boss. That's the next fish up the line. And that's what it turned into. It turned into a generation with no respect, no historical appreciation for their ancestry. So, more on the mafia later. Then you have, and then Justice Alexander, who sounds like royalty.
After Austin almost died, and,
Totally
and
never
his
understood.
whole medical history, I decided when I found out I was pregnant that I needed justice in my life, like in general. And so, boy or girl, he was stuck with the name.
Yeah, so she decided Justice, boy or girl, would be the name because of things happening with Austin at the time. She needed some justice, and
Can I say something?
she got a justice. He's a good guy. What? Good. Two.
So, wait, was it last week? We were in our church, and a family. It was a whole bunch of people, and they visited. And
Okay.
the priest, he was talking about
Pastor.
a
Priest.
pastor. Oh yeah,
You're
my
safe.
bad.
Just kidding. Joking. Catholics.
And the pastor, he said that there was another pastor named Shannon, and then in
Justice.
the next
It was
sentence,
Justice Shannon.
Yeah.
Justice was the person's title, like, magistrate, justice. It was Justice Shannon something in service. It was very neat.
At the service, there's chairs, and it's from this side of the room to that side. And it's a bench, and then things, and then something to support your back. So it's me, him, Mom, Maddox, Raina.
Did you just say there's a bench and something to support your back? I think he's trying to articulate what a pew is.
Yeah. A pew.
Times they
Pew.
are changing. Yeah. Pew, pew.
No.
Pew, when I was a child, you didn't make pew jokes.
No,
it was
like
kneel,
pew.
sit, stand. You use the pew in different. Ours had a little drop down step like big trucks do.
Yeah.
And you just kneel, right?
Well,
Okay, prayers over, sit. Okay, singing, stand. And then, pray again, kneel, sit, stand, and it was, man, I can't believe I'm not in better shape. It's ready, Catholic service. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, head. You've never been to a Catholic service. You catch on quick. You do well. All right, anyway, sorry, guys. Ooh, Wahlberg's here. He's mad.
So
Mark Wahlberg's not watching. That was a joke.
So
Anyway.
we were all on the pew, and he said the pastor's name, which was Justice Shannon something. And like the whole family, we all looked at each other. So like we all leaned forward, and I looked at Maddox and Raina and Mom, and Dad was right here. And they looked at them, or he looked at them, and then me. And it was just super funny because we all heard Justice and Shannon, and we all looked at each other.
If you Google Justice Shannon, I guess you get a few options, honestly. Justice Shannon.
Well, Pastor.
C. Shannon Bacon. Was it Justin Shannon or Justice
No.
Shannon Bacon of
No.
New Mexico?
Because it was bacon, the dude started
Well,
laughing.
I wish her well, and I hope she makes good decisions. So, all right, and there's Justice's name, and then we get to
Did you name her?
Scarlet. Scarlet, did you name her? Actually, Scarlet ironically enough, was named by her mom picked her name. I mean, we agreed on it, obviously, but it was more her influence than mine. She is named Scarlett Montana Ragusa. Ragusa after her father. No, Scarlett after Scarlett O'Hara from Gone with the Wind. So it totally fits in my movie motif. And Montana for, I'd still have to say top three, if not number one quarterback who ever played the game of football, Mr.
What'd you say?
Joe Montana. That's right. He knew.
Wait, what'd you say?
Who was, football, Joe Montana. 49ers legend, closed it out with the Chiefs, killed on both teams. Still one of my favorite Sega games. Yeah, so that would be Montana. And then
Who was almost Santino.
Who was almost Santino, because when we went for the first ultrasound, they're like, I don't know if you ever had an ultrasound. It's exactly what it's like.
I had to get one.
Yes,
We
you
went to the
did. He
hospital.
wasn't pregnant, in case you're wondering. He was not.
It was so weird. My
Yeah, can you
stomach-
imagine getting that done like weekly as a baby? It's like
Well,
pushing and
I think you'd get used to it. Because when I
Yeah,
did
you
it,
don't get used to it. My wife made this face every time.
just under Brady Joe.
Just under Brady, Joe Montana. That's senility. I think that's, I hate to say it, but one of our
Your mom
guests-
loves Brady.
Why? Because my nephew loves, no. Yeah, it's my nephew. Because my nephew loves Brady. Nobody loves Brady. I'm going to say it. Giselle, we thought she loved him. We didn't know
I
why.
like Brady.
Because honestly, she could have done worse and done better.
Your father.
You know? Oh, hey, you had, no, seriously, I wish my wife wasn't here right now because I'd be honest. So let's pretend she's not here. Giselle, I can't pronounce your last name, Bitchin. It doesn't sound like it looks. It sounds like she should be hit. Budichin. She should come in with like goulash. She wasn't coming in with goulash, I tell you.
I don't think
Taxi.
that's a good
Shh,
combo.
shh. Taxi, you've seen it, right?
Great.
Great movie. Okay, driving. Ready? Watch the face. Do you know who Brady's wife is in that movie? Yes, her, the bank robber, with the short lad. Look, yeah,
No dimples.
dimples. F. I think that's what the kids say. F.
I haven't had my
Okay,
dimples
anyway.
out in.
Giselle, if anything ever happens between us, call me. So that was Tom Brady. I can't believe my mom just said that. I'm really upset. Joe Montana would be rolling over in his coffin if he did. So Joe Montana, and then we got, after Scarlett Montana, we have Santino Luca Ragusa, who we're not gonna, they can guess where your name came from. And then the next in line is Rhiannon Sophia. And Rhiannon is,
A monster.
oh, that's another episode. We'll do exorcisms. Speaking of exorcisms, no, I'm not going to do that joke. Don't you should know that joke. All right.
You didn't finish the Scarlet ultrasound.
Oh, Scarlet ultrasound. So they do the ultrasound. That's right. I was doing sound effects. Do the ultrasound, and they go, "Oh wow, do you want to know what the sex of the baby is?" And they were like, we were like, "Yeah, we can't till next time. It's too early." And she's like, "Well, do you want to know?" I was like, "Well, yes, if you can tell me." She goes, "Well, look at that third arm." Oh my gosh, really? That is my child, obvious. So anyway, she circles a penis and prints it out. And boom. And I'm like, Santino is here. He hath come. Da, 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 da. Go to work, showing all the guys. And this is like construction, Blau Brothers, Virginia, Harrisonburg. Guys, love you. This is like construction site. This isn't like service plumbers where I showed a couple guys that I really don't see every day. This is like we sweat together, we eat together, we drink together, not at work. These are my boys, you know? So you go, oh, hey, check it out. Look at that guy right there. They say it's too early to tell, but, you know, it's my kid, so you can tell. And Oh yeah, man, you having your boy. We go back like 2 weeks later, 3 weeks or whatever it was, and the lady's sitting there. And she goes, "Oh, do you want to know the sex?" I said, "No, we know the sex. It's a boy." And she goes, "Well, would you be upset if it wasn't?" And I very honestly and probably blatantly went, "Oh yeah." And she goes, "Well, that's a girl." I don't advocate violence towards women, but if anybody deserved a little ba-dunk, it was probably her, just because she had told me weeks earlier, "Oh, look at that giant umbilical cord. Why in the flying front door are you doing ultrasounds if you can't tell a cord from a cord?" So, um, Scarlett became, or Santino became Scarlett Gino. Okay, so then Scarlett.
Rhiannon.
Okay, Rhiannon. Rena, which is her nickname because Rena the Mina goes, Rhiannon the Meaner doesn't. So Rena the Mina. Rhiannon Sophia. Rhiannon is Fleetwood Mac's song. The wonderful and talented Stevie Nicks sings about Rhiannon, who is an Irish goddess of sorts. But there's a lot about men and relationships and stuff. So I'm like, "Honey, you sure you want to name it?" "But I love Rhiannon." That's exactly how my wife sounds. What?
Initially, it was going to be ISIS.
Oh,
And that
initially
was
it was going
right
to be
before
ISIS. That is
ISIS.
true. It was going to be ISIS. But I know, but I wasn't doing the how we got there. We decided on Rhiannon because, yeah, we were going to name our daughter Isis, who I actually taught in ISIS. I think it was Isis. And Isis and Drem, and I don't remember their last names, but they were very talented theater students. Boca circa 99 to 01. Hope you guys are doing well. Anywho, we were going to name our daughter Isis, and this was right around.
It was right before.
Right
It
before.
was like months before ISIS became a
Months
huge
before ISIS became like public enemy number one. We just ISIS having fun. Anyway, so yeah, we decided we didn't want to put her through all that. So Rhiannon, boy, we could have named her Isis because she could have stood next to him too. "Yeah, I'm Isis out," because she is just a little sprite till she is. Yeah, you ever wake up and see your kid go, "I have."
She's okay. This is her personality. She wants to move into a
Was Sophia
closet.
the first? What was Sophia?
When
Just
she
like
got a
Just
tablet for
working with
Christmas,
time. Okay.
she hid in my parents' closet and she laid in there. And
She
hid
lays in the
days.
closet. Remember how like you'd chill in the closet once in a while as a kid? I don't know.
I used to do it.
Yeah, I know I did, but I don't know why do we hide in a closet?
Because it's
Like,
cool.
It's like a fort.
It's not cool. It's dark and
You can hide.
it's like
And like you have your own space.
from whom? Like they break in. Oh yeah, closet's a great idea. Duck in the corner, put a blanket over. Do ET, just blend in with the stuffies. I want to be alone. Hey, leave me alone. And I don't have to huddle it. I guess I'm big too.
It's cool.
When I was little, I did it. You still do it?
No, I've done it. When men.
When's the last time you were in the closet?
When Rena had that phase, I sat on
This summer. This summer.
This summer?
Yes.
I sat on.
So you came out of the closet this summer?
No.
Look
I
at that.
sat on the safe and put my legs to the side and leaned against the
Now
bed.
everybody knows if they rob my house, there's a safe in the closet. Thank you.
They don't know the numbers.
No, but they know there's a safe, and they know I have children. Do the math; they'll get the numbers.
No.
Hey, if you guys want our socials that bad, come get them. All right, so then there's Brianna, and Sophia was just a good Italian, strong female name. And then finally, we hit the seventh child, Maddox Ronan Ragusa. And go ahead, anybody know? Anybody you know? Okay.
So you were called Ox when you were
That was my
Younger.
formative years.
And then
My nickname was
Uncle
Ox.
Matt. Uncle Matt, so Maddox. And it's not spelled with a D, it's spelled with 2 T's.
Matt, M-A-T-T, Ox, Maddox. And yes,
And then
that's
Roman.
exactly who he was. Uncle Matt, my hero, and Ox. Hopefully my kid's hero one day. Not today.
What about
So,
Ronan?
Matt, and Ronan, R-O-N-I-N, is actually Robert De Niro played in a movie called Ronan, where he was just he had a code, he had ethics, he was a great actor because recently he doesn't seem to have any of those. But the character he played was just a stand-up guy, just prep for everything, and just it's a cool name, so kind of homage to the actor ability Robert De Niro, not the outspoken De Niro, who, granted, you got a side, good, take a side, but you don't got to sling bullets at the other side just because you're on this side. And if more wars were fought that way, there might not be as many wars because you'd actually listen to somebody would listen to you, and then much easier to sling bullets back and forth and bury your friends, though, I guess. Anywho, getting on. So yeah, that's all 7 of you got your names.
But for months, Maddox was going to be Boston.
What?
For months, he was going to be Boston.
Oh, we flirted with your name being Boston.
Boston?
Boston,
B-O-S-T-O-N?
like the C-I-T-Y? Why, yes. Yeah, what are we spelling? I don't know. And Zoe, if she was born 3 days later, she would have been Freedom, because it was the anniversary of 9/11, and her middle name is Rain, R-A-Y-N-E. So Freedom Rain Ragusa would have been, but it wasn't. So we ran it twos. All right. What else you got?
I have a good memory. When we went, I got. So, okay, correct me. I'm pretty sure I'm wrong. Or I'm pretty sure I'm right, but I think I might be wrong. It was the best day of my life. I got to skip school, go to my mom's appointment to, I don't know what it was. It was a hospital near us, and I remember walking in and going to the elevator and walking in the room and sitting down. And I don't remember what it's for, but it was an appointment for my mom. For Maddox. And then after, I think we went to Subway. And then we went home, and it was the best thing because I love Subway. I've gotten the same thing for 8 years.
Tuna, shredded cheese,
mayo,
sometimes
cucumber,
toasted.
tomato.
You don't toast it.
I always toast it.
Like I always toasted.
And then cucumber, mayo, pepper,
extra pickle,
lettuce, tomato. I used to get it with onion, and then sometimes I change it up and I add some bacon.
So if you guys are wondering, that's what he likes from Subway, and that's what made the best day ever. Subway, we need a sponsor desperately. You put a little QR code in all your stores. We'll definitely hold up a foot long every single episode. Doesn't have to be a tuna sub, whatever you guys choose, but Subway, call me. I'm listed. Okay, so we got 15 minutes roughly to go, and I've got questions to fire at you. All right, ready? Sit back. It's like a lie detector. No, I'm just kidding. All right, what do you want to be when you grow up? Because this is something that I have asked all my children, and it changes. It changes not yearly, but it just kind of morphs into Zoe wanted to be an FBI agent for like ever and a day, and then one day she didn't. So yeah, what do you want to be when you grow up?
All right, so my plan right now.
Yeah, what's your plan?
When I get 14, I'm gonna apply to Publix to work as a bagger, and I'm gonna save money and get all the credits I can for college and go to law school and then become a lawyer, and then when I have enough money open a pool hall and then like start a new business pool hall and then
Are you still practicing law?
keep expanding. No, I'll be a lawyer, and then once I have enough money while I'm still a lawyer, I open that place, and then if that like skyrockets, then I'll retire from being a lawyer.
Well, you just take rare cases every once in a while.
Well, like one of my friends will say, "Hey, I screwed up. I really need a lawyer."
What about a billionaire? It's like, hey, I need a good lawyer. Here's $1 billion to come out of retirement. Yeah, all day. Good. See, I'm teaching them.
And I plan to buy a house in Italy, and then I plan to invest when I can because
Wish it was my dad.
I've been getting some info. I know in Tennessee the ROI is the highest. So I think I might, when I can, get a small house and make that an investment, and then just keep building, buy stocks, and hopefully get a whole butt ton of money. Retire you guys, buy you guys a house, you know.
That'd be nice. Let's do that. Good plan. That's actually okay. That wasn't a. I want to be a fireman.
Because I love to argue. So lawyer it wouldn't be a job, it'd be a passion.
This is actually being recorded, and he is going to be Laura Green. Put the green in. Right.
I don't think I'm gonna.
What is your favorite place in the world? We'll do 2 parts. That you've been and that you think you want to be.
Okay, that I've been.
Yeah, what's your favorite place in the world you've been? Like all the vacations, all the trips, all the.
Stall for a second.
Hi. Are you suffering from hair loss? Well, I am too. And I'm here today to talk to you about being comfortable being bald because let's be honest, you can't grow it back. You ever seen a Rogaine commercial? It's not hair. I have to pay for that. Oh, and then back to our show.
So I think it would have to be either Florida or Pennsylvania, but I think Pennsylvania will have to take it because of what it means to our family.
What does that mean?
Like the importance to it to Emma, like because Florida, I know it has importance, but I don't know. I like Pennsylvania
because of the time we went on a trip with my grandpa. Tell them I know.
So yeah. Well, I think what made it good is I've been working with my dad for a while, and I saved up some money, and I think the best part on that trip was we went to the Cheesecake Factory. There you go. That was pretty good.
Ending.
It was good. My grandma spoiled me a lot. Like she got me
in Pennsylvania only, not on the daily still.
Well, no, I mean like.
Ooh, there's a question. What'd you get in Amazon this week from your grandma?
I didn't. She just got me school clothes.
Just school clothes.
But
nothing. Just school clothes. Yeah.
But before you went to Pennsylvania.
Okay, so Pennsylvania's your favorite answer.
She got me a really nice hat, handbag, belt.
I know, but we don't have
bunch of cool stuff.
It's not good. Here's the vacation list. So your trip to Pennsylvania with your grandmother's your favorite, and then what about where you'd like to go or be?
Italy, North or.
Nope, favorite one. Favorite, not.
Favorite what?
What's your favorite place you'd like to see? Like favorite place you've been in the world is Pennsylvania. Favorite place you think you'd like to be in the world?
Italy, Northwest Sicily.
Northwest Sicily, that's specific. Okay, what makes? Oh, this is a good one. This is more for the wife. life?
Why don't you clean your room?
What makes you happy?
Talking.
Talking? They said caulking at first. I'm like,
No, talking. Like, just hearing cool stories about your life, Mom's life, Emma's life. Like, you
Okay.
guys have a bunch of cool stories.
God, you're gonna get this episode played back constantly. All right, if you open a store, this is a good one. If you open a store, what would you sell?
Like a convenience store or like a Publix type of store.
If you opened a store, this is freedom. What would you sell? Like happiness in a bottle, mice, mooses, geese.
Okay, first I'd
Pens.
have
Let's sell pens.
a bunch of retro candy, because I feel like my dad lit up when we went to BP and they had the whistle pops from the 1700s when he was born. And yeah, sure. He just lit up when he saw those, and it's really cool. It was like,
can you imagine me lighting up a candy?
that's what you did. You're like, oh my god,
I was like, oh my god, I haven't seen these since I had hair.
Well, that's
These are
your
great.
lighting up.
Oh, see, so don't, just so you guys know what me like, it looks like this. Oh wow, that's cool. Okay. So yeah, any store in the world, any product, or you invent a product like Willy Wonka, my candies.
Okay.
What would your
So
store
I
be?
actually have this idea, and it's a phone case like this, and
Just
it
plug
just
that
have. Okay, so like you see these thick parts on the outside.
Android.
I take the thick parts and I keep those, but I put micro magnets here, 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 and here, and then I make interchangeable cases. So one day it can be flowers.
Stop.
Why?
Because you're literally taking your intellectual property. You just said, hey, anybody with the money to actually do this, go make it, get a patent, and I'll stay poor. I have an idea for a magnetic phone case. That's it. They're listening.
All right, what's the next?
They're watching you. Sit up, man. We can't see your face. There he is. How you doing? Look so proper in your little college shirt. Who loaded? Okay, we got time for two more, probably. Let's go to, if you were, you like animals. If you could be any animal, what animal would you be? What was that? You had an answer automatically.
Yeah.
I'd be a panda.
Sloths, but they have a short lifetime. I think I'd go with like a tortoise. Yeah. Tortoise. They live for a really, really long
You'd rather have a long life being very, very slow than a...
okay, our turtle, Lightning, he's not slow. We lost him. You looked away for
He's not a tortoise, he's a turtle.
Yeah, but tortoises...
Are different.
Well, tortoises...
Science is my
when they're taken
middleman.
care of real good, tortoises are really cool.
See, right? Yeah, no, Alex has a... pretty sure it's a tortoise. Alex and Jess Friedman, who are in somewhere. No, they're back. Good friends. They have a cool turtle who burrows into the ground for like the winter time and then comes in. It's pretty cool. All right. Last question, I think. Would you like? Oh, okay. What would you do if you made the rules at home?
Okay.
Freedom, go.
First off,
Make it work. I'm listening.
First off, the rule would be
Can you hear me write this down?
you have,
It's hard, isn't it? Hard to come up with the rules, huh?
when this might be mandatory, but it would be
It's not a rule.
what's like okay.
Mandatory is mandatory. Rules are
You
rules.
have to when you're super mad, you have to write down what you're thinking. Like so we can look back and see what we did wrong. And I feel like that'd be a good rule. And then also you
Can I
can
interject?
one sec. You can stay up as late as you want, but if your grades start going bad, and if you staying up late to game and stuff, if that is interfering with your attitude, grades, anything, you'll have a strict bedtime until it changes, and then a week changed, and then go back to what. And then if it happens again, 2 weeks, and then we go back.
This is like having a conversation with the boss or my wife. It's now that you've had the idea, it sounds like a good one because I've literally implemented. Hey, when you're mad, when you're upset, jot it down. Write it on the little whiteboard in the kitchen so everybody knows. Text group. Text, hey, I had a bad day. I'm feeling. But now that you want to do it, okay, that's fine. That's it. And then stay up, grades up, grade down, lay down. I like it. I don't have a problem with that. You guys can stay up till 6 a.m. and go to school at 7 as long as you can get through the school day, learn, retain, get your homework done, listen to your teachers, and not have a phone call home every
I have 2
week.
more. So first, you can do whatever you want
Oh,
as
more
long
rules.
as it's not, as long as you don't make me clean up your mess. If it's not harming you or someone else, like fishing in the backyard, you could hurt yourself, but it's unlikely. Like you can do whatever you want as long as it's not gonna harm anyone, and
Good
if I don't have
idea.
to clean it up. And then also,
But wait, there's more.
what was my second?
No telling.
Oh, I think I'm gonna be really strict on my kids, like
Wait, what do you guys do now?
not give them a phone. And I think I might break this rule, but I think I won't give them a phone for a while, and I think that I'm gonna teach them until it's cemented into their brains, and then I'll give them more freedom when they're like 10. So like I'll let them eat a popsicle before dinner when they realize that you're not supposed to do that. Like I give them a little more freedom.
Okay. It sounds like what I tried to do, and it just didn't work out. I hope you have better success than I have, because implementing rules and letting everybody do what they want to do as long as they respect the rules and do what they're supposed to do should work out. Not just you. All right. So.
Also, it's just Emma and Mom watching, so if it's good with them, I think we can leave it. And, like, we can take it a little more.
Yeah, you want to go longer? Let's go longer. I don't care. What?
Mom, are you getting
What are you
bored?
talking about?
Are you getting bored?
No, but it's a format for a reason. It's rules. We got an hour.
It's just Emma and Mom.
Well, it's just Emma and Mom, but it might not be down the road. Somebody's going to come back and look at these, watch these.
Like an hour 15.
Maybe if we made it an hour and a half, people go like, ooh, what was this episode about? Let's watch it. I don't want to do that. Silly. But yeah, if you got, you got another couple questions or something, let's go.
Okay, if you could go back in time like where would you go?
Mm.
But it can't be a point where you're alive. And
That works out.
if you wanted to go in the future, you would have to, like, let's say you died in 2035 and you went to in 2034 and thought you'd already be dead, then you would die, like right then.
Oh, I have no desire to see the future. None. Zero.
I would.
Nope.
You
No.
know what to prepare for.
Yeah, but then if you prepare for it, it won't happen. I watch, they take the time on a different timeline. Yeah, no. I totally believe that decisions are made and things are done, and there's no undoing them. I'd go back and see my dad. That's exactly what I would do. I wasn't alive, so it wouldn't affect anything. I couldn't shake his hand, touch him, meet him, talk to him. I know that would suck. But I'd probably be like, do you have to pick the day, or can you go, I want to go back to, and just go there? Because if you say, I'd be like, I want to go back to the best day my dad ever had, and just watch it.
Yeah.
And it might have been when he was 4 and like, shuffled his first deck of call, whatever. But I don't want to see it.
You'd have to, you could say, like, worst day my dad's
Marriage to my mom.
And you'd
Birth of
be,
his first. I don't know what it would be.
you'd be physically there, so you'd be able to touch.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
I couldn't. If you're my dad, I go back at that. Oh my God, that's my dad. Hey, I love you. Dad, you're gonna remember that. Or that guy at my wedding that just looked me dead in the eye and said, "I love you." That was strange, and it's gonna affect you, and you don't know how. What if you drop everything and invest into, like, who was that guy? Was he watching me? Is he watching? You know what I mean? You couldn't, because I couldn't approach. Maybe somebody can, but I couldn't approach, like, when Tony goes back and meets his father, and he's got to play it off. Like, hey, good for you. And he gave him a hug, and it was weird. It would be like that. It would be like I could not. So I'd have to stay back far enough where I couldn't. Yep. Okay.
What do you have an idea that would either, like, blow up on TikTok or an invention or something? Because there's a dude and he has a globe and he spins it and then just taps somewhere. And he reaches out to a rapper or singer in that, like where he taps, so in that country or whatever. And he finds someone to collaborate with, and he makes a song with them.
Okay.
Do you have any idea that you think would blow up, or an invention?
Is that an idea they had, not an invention?
That was an idea.
Okay.
So an idea or an invention.
Yeah, my idea would be to bring like Justice League of Funny. I just want to bring a bunch of people who are talented and funny. I mean, talented. Like, don't consider this a talent. Funny, compassionate. I want the world to be regular people again. Not just people. We're people. We're not white people. We're not black people. We're not lesbian. We're not straight. We're not Republican. We're not Democrat. We're not Christians, not Christians, atheists, Satanists, Harvard grads, and community college grads. We're people on the same marble, spinning the same direction, trying to make it through to the same location, which is tomorrow. I think that's everybody's goal in life, is make it through till tomorrow. Why can't we do it not fighting about, I don't like Pokemon, I like Sonic. Well, that's a child's argument.
Not
but
fighting,
we do the same thing as adults. Yeah, not fighting all the time.
but disagreeing.
You can disagree without fighting.
Okay.
Like, completely disagree without fighting.
Cameo shot of Nanny? What does that mean?
That means everybody wants to see what the wife's looking like.
Wait, no.
She just got her hair did.
Here.
3, 2, 1. Bam. 'Tis the wife. Great plug. There's my merchandise. There and there. Get it? She's not really my merchandise. She's across to there. She loves me so. That's your mother. Hello, Nanny.
Do
Nanny.
you want to
It's
have?
her nickname. What?
Do you want to have any more kids in the future?
No.
Do it again.
No.
See, sometimes
What about
it's the
you?
wife's voice, but the man's lips move.
What about you? Like, what is your opinion?
Did you catch the fact I'm married?
Yeah.
That is
but-
my opinion.
Okay, but
Hey, I'm
what
trying
if
to prep
she
you for
was
marriage,
for
little
it?
buddy.
what
You want
if
an
she?
idea? Ask
what if-
your wife to have it.
What if she came up to you and was like, "Hey, I think I want another kid, but I think I don't.
If
do
she
you
wants
want
another
one?"
kid, we'll have another kid. If
No.
she doesn't, we won't. But- God's going to give me as many kids as He's going to give me.
But
So
what if, like, say
I'm the
she came
Nick
up to you
Cannon
and
of
she?
Athens, Georgia.
What if she came up to you and she's like, "I don't know if I want to have another kid or not. Do you want to?" And what
We've-
your answer is will be.
We've already had the discussion. We have a grandchild. So we can live out that, oh, it's a baby fantasy. That way. Just, oh, he's cute. He's going, oh, look at his little cheeks. Oh, look. Oh, he spit up. Here you go.
But I don't want to. But I haven't got to experience.
Oh, he
that.
shat his pantaloon.
I
Here
want
you
to
go.
get to experience that.
You want to experience what?
I didn't get. I don't get to.
You got to experience Rena. You got to experience
But
Maddox.
I don't remember. That.
And that,
I
yeah, it's
don't
back when you
remember
loved
Maddie
them.
as a baby.
You know what I hear daily? I hate her. Which he doesn't. He loves his sister Rena, but they just
don't
all
like her.
day. You're not supposed to. It's your sister. She's supposed to annoy you and does, and you're supposed to annoy her back and does. That's the relationship. What happens if somebody tries to annoy her though?
Beat his
I can't hear you.
beat his ass.
Well, see, and that's fact. I've seen you at parties and events. There was this one kid at the Jump House recently, and an event in the city that we were in,
Please.
and there was a little girl in there, and she was talking smack about my boy here, and the sister, which he hates, and the little brother got dragged into it. But there may or may not have been an elbow thrown accidentally whilst jumping. Point made, the child, I guess, was the. I don't condone it. You guys did a fantastic job with that, if you're watching. But that's how they love each other. They'll back each other up, but nobody's going to mess with her other than me. Nobody's going to push my sister and go, oh, you're stupid, unless it's me. But we all know you're the hero at the end of the day. And you guys are teaching Maddox to be a little monstrous boy. He's going to just tackle everybody. You know what he does now when I come home? Okay, we have this Siberian Husky, and she sits there. She hears my truck. I got the annoying
No.
beep, beep.
She hears a Life 360.
She used to hear the Life
noise.
360, but now when she hears that beep, 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 she starts. And we've
Yeah,
got
she goes by
we've got the
door.
glass on either side of the door, so she sits there.
Well, she
And
goes
that's all I
by
say.
the door
Because I
when
can't hear it.
she goes by the door when she hears Life 360, but
Which
she
is like a
starts
half a block
barking.
away.
She starts barking when she sees you or the truck.
Well, then I walk in the door, and I've got my backpack or gym bag. I've got my office bag, and I usually have like a cup, keys, phone. So I'm like, walking in the door. And I can't open the door and put it on the table right next to the door before she's, and she takes my arm down. So Maddox, our 6-year-old, has been running across the living room. He jumps up and is, oh, my kind of baby, and my Maddie baby. So he started going. He's got no top teeth, mind you. He's got like 2 fangs and then missing. And he goes, oh, on my other arm. So now I have my dog and my son on my arms as soon as I walk in the door. It's great. It's fun. So let's get to that, because she will hear us backing in, and he'll hear us. Maybe they'll bite your arm when we get home.
The
let's
dog
go.
recently, if you like run near him, he'll start getting like not aggressive, but like
Mickey?
"Ruh."
Mickey?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's going to be a big boy. He's in that pubescent puppy age. He's a dumb dog, and he's your mom's. So,
He's mine.
yep, mine.
He came back on my birthday. That should mean something.
That should mean something. All right. Anything to say to the audience?
Thank you guys for watching.
Thanks, Kim, for going out of town.
Yeah. Let me know how we did.
Yeah, let us know in the comments
Or,
when
I
you
guess,
watch
how
it
I
later.
did, 'cause
Drop us a line. Let the boy know how he did, how you liked him. We might do a secondary father-son podcast or something down the road.
Like-
See what you think. Well, another milestone for the show also. We had our first guest host, which is awesome. So handsome. And then next week, we're going to have our first in-studio live guest, I guess. Mr. Keith Somerville, who we've been promising to introduce you to, has agreed to come on next week. We're not sure of the topics yet.
Wait, is
There's-
Kim gonna be there too?
Plethora of topics. What?
Is Kim gonna be there too?
Yeah. Kim will be back next week. So this and that podcast, you'll be back in your booth. Kim will be back in your seat, her seat, this seat, that seat.
I'll be back in.
And
class.
we're going to change angles next week. We're going to put the camera over here and get a long view so we can do through. Big things happening here at the this and that broadcast. What?
Does this sound better? Put it right next to me.
Well, I told you we could do like Peter Frampton. So, what do you think, Joey? Oh, you can actually do it. Oh, wow. It cut
No,
out.
you turned it off.
Oh,
This is my
I did it.
solo.
So low. Can you hear me? We could do, okay. So we could do like this, and then they wouldn't know who's talking. Hi, my name is Sunny. Luca. My name is Luca. And you can tell Lana. I just poop my pants. You can't say poop your pants without moving your lips. Say poop your pants.
Hoop your hands.
Hoop your hands? No, not hoop
Hoop
your
your
hands.
hands.
Hoop.
Hoop your hands.
Hoop. Not hoop.
Hoop your hands.
Not hoop. You don't throw the basketball on the
Say
hoop.
Coca-Cola without your lips touching.
Coca-Cola. That was easy.
No, just touch.
Coca-Cola.
Are you?
You're gonna get him singing Coca.
I'm just saying my lips aren't touching whatsoever. Coca-Cola.
Yeah, but you're doing
Coca-Cola.
this.
I
You're
You're
said
doing
gonna
this.
get him
Cola.
singing Coca Cabana again.
What? The Copa?
I said you're gonna get him singing that again.
Sing it. At the Copa. Go. He's been. He comes and sings the song at the end of the day, and he goes. He said something, and I was like, right?
With your feathers in your hair, and just get down to there. Wait.
So then I bust in with, but who shot who at? And he looks at me with like this dread, like shock. How do you know that song? What? Why do you know that song would be the question. Who sang that song first?
I don't know. Wait, listen. What you should do?
Wait, listen. What you should do is stop acting like parents. Then they could only hear us when we took a drink. We'd have to be thirsty. What if I put in my hair like a hair clip? Oh. Yeah, I don't know what if. Oh. What about here? Because it's more centrally located.
Well, you should-
And then when I turn, it's equal.
we gotta
Let's
find
work
something-
these. Yes, it was Barry Manilow who sang the Copacabana. All right, that's gonna be it for us. So next week, Keith Somerville live. I appreciate you guys tuning in, mom and wife. Rest of the world, y'all don't catch on. It's fine. All right, say bye.
Bye.
We'll
Thank
see
you
you
guys
next
for
week.
watching.
Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next week.